Here is a Windmere oscillating table or desk fan. This is the Windmere 12C-200. The date code is, this is excellent camera work here, 90, I can't see it, 96 1 something. This looks like a 90s product. It's got a very 90s modern progressive styling to it. So this one is in excellent condition, sans the logo, which is almost completely worn off, which is kind of weird. I do have another one of these, and it is in nowhere near as good condition. I believe there was also a gold or brass version of this as well. I got this at the fan meet this year. Tori gave it to me. He offloaded a bunch of fans over here. I think he just wanted them to go somewhere that they would be appreciated as opposed to tore up and scrapped. And so it's in the right place. It's a little dusty and there's some marks all over the place. I'm not sure if they probably happened in transport there and back. But it's still a very nice example. Polarized plug, but no fuse fiasco yet. This is too early for that. So this has like a modified version of the stupid rain guard. This latches down and then it, I believe that there's two tabs that come apart. I don't like any of the rain guards like that, but this one is a little better than some of the other ones that are out there. It's pretty clean too. Alright, let's go ahead and plug this in. We have 120.2 volts as of now. This is allowed 0.39 amps, which is pretty typical. It says patent pending, designed by Italy. That's interesting. I wonder if that's like a poor translation. Should have been designed in Italy. 1. I actually think that this went up in that crazy auction and nobody wanted it, even though it was like $1 or something. Now I guess I have to put myself in that category because I didn't bid on it for $1 either, but I would have grabbed it if it was free, which it ultimately became. The bearings sound real dry. Yeah, something needs some lubrication in there. I don't know if it's the bearings or the plastic worm gear on the back for the oscillation mechanism. And the rubber feet are missing off the bottom. Oh, I think all 4 of them is gone. Nope, just the front 2. But even these have become, actually they're not too bad, but they're probably harder than they should be. That's why it's making so much of a reverberating vibration noise onto the table. That's easy to fix. We'll get that fixed up. So I don't know if this is running below spec. We've got a drifted capacitor, we've got the bearing situation, but that's only pointing 0.17 amps, which is pretty low. And the airflow is unimpressive. I've always felt like Windmere fans moved pretty good air. and this one is not quite living up to that expectation. I can feel it across the room. It's pushing the air pretty well, but the velocity is very limited. It's going pretty slow. I feel like something is wrong here. Real quiet though, which is nice. So it's 0.17 the amps, 17 the watts, with a power factor of 0.81. That's pretty low for a PSC. We might have a drifted capacitor. In theory, if the capacitor is in good condition and it's a good match to the motor, the power factor should be 1. Usually we see 0.99 because of manufacturing tolerances. 2. Okay, there we go. It picked up some decent speed. Maybe it just has a nice slow low. Yeah, this is much more like what I would have expected. This is 0.22 the amps, 23.6 the watts, with a power factor of 0.89, which is still a little bit on the low side. Actually, there's decent airflow all the way across the room. It's still fairly quiet. Three. Okay, that's moving what I would expect. That's reasonable. It's got a very good range in speeds then. Nice slow low and a powerful high. Yeah, that's really throwing some air now. That's pretty good. I would say this is right on par for a 90s product. And the power information is 0.28 the amps, 34.4 the watts, with a power factor of 1 on the nose, which is actually quite rare to see a full power factor of 1. So I guess the capacitor is perfectly fine. Pretty strong breeze all the way across the room. Let's try these oscillations. Two. I guess it just has a nice slow low, which is how I like it. 0. I don't hear the bearings anymore. I guess it just needed some runtime. It still could use a service. The spin down is a little quick. Well, so there we go. A very nice example of the Windmere. I think there was a particular model name for this. I want to say it was the Paragon. But I think that was, I might be confusing that with the actual OEM or something. I don't know. I'm sure Tori can tell me what it was, but I'm fairly certain that there was a model name for this, and that it came in a brass or gold finish as well.